Hi, my name is Katie Cooper, and this is my presentation for uncertainty avoidance. The theory itself is when uncertainty avoidance is how we, as individuals and cultures, different in our tolerance for unpredictability. This theory helps us to understand when and why we worry. Why do we worry? Uncertainty drives our anxiousness, our worry, and the feeling of being unsafe. When we perceive an uncertainty, we only think of three possible outcomes: the positive, the neutral, or the negative. The majority of people who worry only focus on the potential negative. Here we have Maslow's hierarchy of needs. We have to start out with our basic needs first and foremost. First off, we have our physiological needs, which is air, water, food, shelter, stuff we need to live. Without these, there is no us. You drink water when you're thirsty, you sleep when you're tired. Next, we have our safety needs, personal security, employment, health, your property. An example that I had is where we need to find a safe neighborhood for our house, where we want to build our life and our home. And also someone who you feel safe with, your partner could be one of your safety needs. You have to cover your basic needs, safety and physiological, before you can move on and try and build the rest of yourself. Without these base foundations, the rest of the work would be pointless and just crumble out from under you. There would be no progress. So you have to cover your basic needs first and foremost. Next, we have our self-concept of clarity. Consumers who have high self-concept of clarity, they know who they are and what they like and how they view themselves. Consumers who have a low self-concept clarity are unstable. They lack a sense of self. So in order to have a good self-concept clarity, you have to have knowledge about yourself and you have to evaluate yourself. Now, there are some effects for uncertainty. Effect number one, you have a poor body image of yourself and base your attractiveness level on external standards. This is just basically, in its rare form, low self-esteem. It can lead to celebrity worship, materialism, where you have to buy things to make yourself feel like you belong, that your value is valuable. Compulsive buying, and finally leads to empty self. Our next effect is where people are spending more than saving. You see this typically a lot in the younger generation. as you said in your lecture, the whole term YOLO, you only live once, spend the money now because you never know when you're not going to have the money, you're not going to be able to do those things, or you're just not going to be here. So the younger generations want to live more in the moment because everything is so uncertain of what is going to happen. Effect number 3 is when we allow our emotions rather than logic or rational thinking to drive our decision, which ultimately leads to impulse buying. You see something that you really like, you have 4 of that same type of sweater that you're like, nah, I need that one. Okay, and effect number 4 is where consumers only buy name brands, regardless of quality. You could get Dunkin' Donuts at like $5 a donut for on top of a mom and pop shop that's just as good at $1 a donut. The reason they buy name brands is to try and find some false sense of stability in their very unstable environment and lives. And so they feel a sort of comfort in the name brands. They don't have to guess what they'll be getting. They can just already know, oh, this is reliable because everybody else has it. Thank you so much for listening.